I want to show you how you deal with all of this. So I'm going to go back into Visual Studio, and I'm going to show you how you control this and what options that we get. So let me go back and open my project. Now this is done here on a package level. Excuse me. And so I am going to just start over from scratch, and I'm going to go to the package, and I'm going to double click on it. And I'm going to go to the control flow tab, and I'm going to left click somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And then I want to view, and some of you may already have this open when you get in there, I want to view the properties window, which is F4 on your keyboard. And I want to scroll down, and we want to go to security. Okay. So this is the section that you want right here. You want security, you want the package password, protection level sections. So we are going to spend the next two, this video and two more, on working in this particular section. Okay. Notice this encrypt sensitive with user key. This, let me actually pull it back up here, and let's change here. This is the, put it right here, see if I can get it right there. The default. Hey, and I even got the same font there. Makes it look great. Encrypt sensitive with user key is the default. However, okay, I'll wake you up here. Let me get you excited. This will get you into more trouble than anything else when it comes to saving files. Okay, because here's what it means. User key means who you're logged in as. Okay, I'm logged in as administrator, so it takes a hash and a salt and comes up with all these fun things to encrypt my password because it sees the password is sensitive data. But you also saw that it did not encrypt the user ID that I was using to log in with. Okay. So this is the default. You know what that means? Do you know what it means? Oh, I bet you don't. Bet you hadn't thought it through. It means, sorry, that if I send this .dtsx file to someone else and they open it, they won't be able to see that password. They won't be able to use that password. They won't be able to execute this package and have it store the password, because when it tries to decrypt that password, it will decrypt it using their username, and it will not be correct. So if you plan on sharing this sharing this package with anyone, you do not want to encrypt sensitive with the user key. You won't be able to open it and have it execute from other machines. You won't be able to execute it while logged in as SQL Server agent, for example, if you're wanting to schedule this later on. So encrypt sensitive with user key is the default. However, it ensures that you, the package designer, are the only one who will be able to execute that package and have it actually use the sensitive data. So I'll show you in a couple of videos how this actually works, but there are two other options here that are viable. One, we don't save sensitive information at all. So what this means is that it won't save that password. You will not save the password in the DTSX file. And what that means is every time that you execute this SSIS package, you're going to have to load it up. You're going to have to do two things, one of two things. You're going to have to either, when you load it up, enter the password for that connection, or B, use a package configuration. Or I guess you could do a variable and hobble it together with expressions, but we haven't learned what package configurations and expressions and variables are. We'll do those a little bit later in the course. But don't save sensitive. Would not have saved the password with the DTSX file. Another option is to encrypt sensitive with password. Let's just take a look at some of these here. So this encrypt sensitive with password would do the exact same thing that encrypt sensitive with user key does, except you're going to pass in a password as the salt. So instead of it encrypting by user key, now if I want to share this with somebody, I can put in the package password and I say OK. And so now that SA password that was previously done is encrypted using this password as the salt. So now I can send this to someone else. They can load up this SSIS package. Let me save this now. Okay. And we'll close it out. We'll leave out of here. And then the next time you go to open that package, ta-da, there's a package password. Okay. If you put the wrong password in, it's incorrect. Okay. It's incorrect. Okay. Not able to do this. Okay. So, okay. Notice it also says, without the password, the package can still be opened, but sensitive data is lost. Okay. So that means, you mean I can just say cancel, and I get these corrupted errors, but I can still open the package? That's exactly what I mean. Don't have this password as a way to prevent somebody from opening a package altogether. That's not what, let's pull back up over here, that's not what encrypt sensitive with password means. What encrypt sensitive with password means is that sensitive information such as passwords is not available unless you passed in the right password. For somebody to execute this package who did not know the password, you can see that it turned this red. They would now have to go over here to the connection manager and enter the password. And it would have to be the right password for that particular connection. You see how it was completely blank. Now, if we were to, let me close out of this. If we were to open this and actually insert the proper password, okay, it's not red. And when we come in over here now, it doesn't show it, but it has actually saved that password. We did put this in. We would be able to just hit go and debug this right now. Okay, so encrypt sensitive with password is how you can easily share a SSIS package with somebody without worrying whether they're going to get a corruption error. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's stop here. Let's come back in the next video, and let's talk about the other options that we see.